Top 10 construction projects with insane cost overruns. Construction is never simple. Blueprints look perfect on paper, but when you start digging, building, and connecting, reality sets in. Costs spiral, deadlines vanish, and governments or companies end up spending far more than they ever imagined. Some of these projects are so over budget, they became legends of financial disaster. In today's video, we'll uncover the top 10 construction projects with insane cost overruns, mega projects that went from engineering marvels to budget nightmares. Some drained billions, others ruined reputations, and a few still stand as symbols of ambition gone wild. Before we dive in, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss more fascinating stories about the world's biggest projects. 1. The Big Dig, Boston, USA. Originally budgeted at $2.8 billion, Boston's Central Artery Tunnel Project, nicknamed the Big Dig, ballooned to nearly $15 billion by the time it was completed in 2007. Delays, leaks, poor management, and endless redesigns made it one of the most expensive highway projects in U.S. history. It took decades longer than planned but transformed Boston's traffic by burying highways underground. 2. Sydney Opera House, Australia. The Sydney Opera House is now an icon of Australia, but back in the 1950s, it was a nightmare of delays and overruns. Estimated at just $7 million, the final cost soared to $102 million, nearly 15 times higher. Political disputes and design challenges forced the original architect, Jorn Utzon, to resign before completion. Despite the chaos, the Opera House is today a UNESCO World Heritage Site. 3. Channel Tunnel, UK, France. When Britain and France agreed to build a tunnel under the English Channel, it was hailed as one of the great feats of the century. Initially projected at £4.7 billion, the Channel Tunnel eventually cost over £9 billion by its completion in 1994. Financial mismanagement, safety concerns, and underestimated complexity doubled the cost. Even today, it's both admired as an engineering marvel and criticized for its financial disaster. 4. Berlin-Brandenburg Airport, Germany. What was supposed to be a showcase for modern German engineering turned into an international embarrassment. Planned at €2 billion with an opening in 2011, Berlin-Brandenburg Airport finally opened 9 years late in 2020, and at a cost of €7 billion. Technical failures, faulty fire systems, and corruption scandals turned this airport into one of Europe's most infamous overruns. 5. Sochi Winter Olympics, Russia, 2014. Hosting the 2014 Winter Olympics cost Russia more than $50 billion, making it the most expensive Olympics ever. Initial budgets suggested around $12 billion, but poor planning, widespread corruption, and massive infrastructure expansion quadrupled the final price. While the games were successful, many facilities are now abandoned, serving as a reminder of wasted billions. 6. Hong Kong-Zhuhai Macau Bridge, China. This mega bridge linking Hong Kong, Macau, and Zhuhai was supposed to cost around $7 billion. Instead, the project ended up at $20 billion after years of delays, labor disputes, and engineering challenges. Opened in 2018, it's the longest sea-crossing bridge in the world, stretching 55 kilometers, 34 miles, but it's also one of the most expensive transportation projects in history. 7. Denver International Airport, USA. When Denver built a new airport in the 1990s, the budget was set at $2 billion. By completion in 1995, the cost had reached $4.8 billion, more than double. The biggest culprit? An automated baggage system that never worked properly. The airport opened years late, and the baggage fiasco became legendary in engineering textbooks. 8. Montreal Olympic Stadium, Canada, 1976. Dubbed the Big O, and sometimes the Big O, the Montreal Olympic Stadium is one of the most infamous budget disasters in Olympic history. Originally estimated at $134 million, costs ballooned to $1.6 billion due to poor planning, labor strikes, and political drama. It took Quebec taxpayers 30 years to pay off the debt. 9. International Space Station, ISS. The International Space Station is a marvel orbiting above us, but it's also one of the most expensive projects ever undertaken. Initial estimates hovered around $17 billion, but the final price tag reached over $150 billion, with ongoing maintenance costs of several billion per year. While astronomically expensive, it remains humanity's greatest collaboration in space. 10. California High-Speed Rail, USA. Marketed as America's first bullet train, the California High-Speed Rail project has been riddled with delays and lawsuits. Originally budgeted at $33 billion, costs have now ballooned to $113 billion, with completion dates stretching into the 2030s. Critics call it a financial black hole, while supporters argue it's an essential step toward sustainable transportation in the U.S. From airports to railways, opera houses to Olympic stadiums, these projects prove one thing. Even with the best architects, planners, and governments, mega construction is unpredictable. Costs spiral, delays happen, and what was supposed to be a straightforward project often turns into a decades-long ordeal. But here's the paradox: many of these projects, despite their overruns, have become icons of modern society. The Sydney Opera House is loved worldwide, the Channel Tunnel changed travel in Europe, and the ISS continues to inspire generations. So, what do you think? Were these projects worth their staggering costs, or are they examples of wasted money on a grand scale? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell for more amazing stories about history's greatest engineering triumphs and disasters. Because when it comes to human ambition, sometimes the real cost is hidden beneath the concrete.